Emmanuel Bidemariam is an Eritrean writer and analyst. He joins us from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much for being on Al Jazeera. First of all, this violence seems to be linked to Independence Day festivities. I mean, should it really be up to the government to organise them rather than be community-led? Because that seems to be a major source of the tension here.
Well, first, thank you for having me. And I think the narrative is very skewed here. First of all, it's not for the independence of Eritrea. The independence of Eritrea is on May. This is the Eritrean festival. Its legacy stretches about since the 1970s. Eritreans have been gathering, conducting these festivities in Bologna, Italy. And this is how Eritreans have managed to come together, stay together in the diaspora, and supported each other, got to know each other, got informed about their communities. And they do it every year around the world. And it is targeted because they want to target Eritrean identity. And I think that the narrative is completely skewed when you say that these are Eritrean asylum seekers. These are Eritrean asylum Eritreans, and they're fighting with each other because they are pro-government or anti-government. This is not correct. These people are from Tigray, from the northern part of Ethiopia. And just to give you a little bit of a historical context, in 2002, after the Algiers Agreement was decided and majority of the land that was contested ended up becoming Eritrean, the TPLF decided to wage war by other means, and they called it no war, no peace. And at the heart of the campaign lied, they wanted to ensure that the economic sanctions, hardship on the Eritrean people, but most importantly, they focused on the youth because they don't want them to defend the country. They also want to make sure that the country is emptied
right.
of its youth.
Sorry to interrupt there, but the situation has become so bad that the violence overseas has seen a number of countries try to ban these festivities. Germany, for example. I mean, why is the government persisting in holding them when clearly there are such great divisions between government supporters and people who are against the government?
Well, again, they're not against the government. These are people from Tigray that are extremely angry after they lost the war in 2020 and 2022. They got decimated. Over 1 million Tigrayans were dead. Now they're angry. These are the people that feel entitled, felt entitlement, and they're enraged because their sense of belief is destroyed, and they're angry and they're lashing out on grief and anger, and they are not Eritreans. And like I was saying earlier, in 2003, the Bush administration pressed Israel to accept these people as refugees, and ended up accepting them. And most of the people that came through Sinai at that time were people from Tigray, and they were refused asylum, and Eritrea did not want to accept them because they're not Eritreans. And they were being sent to Africa, to one of the countries in Africa, in Rwanda.
Yes.
And the Rwandans were taking money. Go ahead.
Sorry, this seems to be quite generational. Those that remember the independence struggle and the younger generation that feel no real affinity to the country, they see as repressive. I mean, don't you need the youth of Eritrea to continue to have a future as a country? Again,
it's a misrepresentation of the facts. The Eritreans have been celebrating. They are organized. They do this every year. These are families. The people that came to attack these communities are hooligans and terrorists. The Western governments that supported them gave them blanket asylums, incentivized them to come to Europe, and now they see this as an entitlement, and they are going to attacking the Eritrean communities to attack the Eritrean identities. These are TPLF, Tigray People's Liberation Front agents, angry because they are defeated. A sense of their reality destroyed because they wanted a greater Tigray, and unfortunately for them, they were not able to do that. So they're lashing out in ways that are anticipated.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We'll have to leave it there. That is Emmanuel Bidemariam, Eritrean writer and analyst. Thank you.